Hey, what's up everyone? This is Brad with Spike Fitness, and it's a Friday today. For us, it's Friday, April 12th, and it's a deadlift day. So, you know, always love Fridays because Fridays represent the end of the week and an opportunity to kind of reset and get some rest over the weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. And I, really like deadlift day as well. It tends to be one of my favorite days, generally speaking. So I was in a bit of a conundrum today because of all the stuff that they ended up doing with our the gym that's real close to here. They changed the hours once they made it to a 24-hour gym. So on Fridays, the gym closes hella early, and so to go in there now, it'd be kind of empty. And I really like it when there's people around. Like I like having people around. So I think I'm gonna take my bike and I'm right over to Super Gym. Gotta get ready, and I gotta answer a phone call real fast. All right, so full disclosure, that phone call was my wife, and somehow back at the house, one of our dogs was able to get out the door, and we have those sago palms, and those sago palms, particularly the little nuts that they produce, are extraordinarily toxic to dogs. Well, to people too, really. And one of our new puppies got outside and got a hold of one of those palms and was running around, mouthing it and whatever else, and has fallen, I guess, incredibly ill. Has been vomiting and the whole 9 yards back at the house. So my wife has taken the dog to the 24-hour animal hospital and trying to get some bead what's happening. They took some blood work apparently, and if her enzyme levels are elevated, they're telling us that there's a chance to be able to treat her. Or no, if there's enzyme levels are elevated, there's really no chance of treatment. It's a 90% death rate. And if the enzyme levels aren't elevated, it's like a 50% success rate for treating and having not losing the animal. So so I'm in this weird position of I know that being angry right now isn't going to help, but obviously I have this very deep desire to yell and scream and be very angry, because ultimately it was the irresponsibility of of everyone that was home, of not being careful not to let the dog out. But then sometimes things happen. I don't know. So I don't want to carry on too much in the front of the video. I'm just I'm a little bit lost right now. It really saps my desire to want to go to the gym. But there's nothing that I can do from where I stand right now, either for or against or whatever. So I'm going to try to carry forward with what I was talking about doing, which is jump on my bike, ride my bike over to Super Gym, and see what I can do about getting a deadlift session in. And so I'm just going to try to focus on what I can focus on. Being separated from home, it just leaves you so absolutely fucking helpless. It's infuriating. Shit. I don't want to carry on too much, guys. I'm sorry. I just got to do what I can do. Right now, I can go train. All right. I'm going to get ready. All right, I think I'm ready. I got my tires aired up. And we'll see how we do this. Definitely don't feel like going now, but god damn it. All right. All right, we're doing this. We're going. All right, here we go. All right, so if you'll believe, kind of in the frenzy of everything that was going on, I guess emotionally, just feeling like whatever, I ended up running off without the GoPro. I tossed it down as I was trying to scoot the bike out the door, and then forgot the GoPro. So I did not record any of the workout. But just as kind of a quick aside, I ended up having a pretty good workout. I built up to 675 and took 675 for a couple triples. Excuse me, which actually, all things considered, felt pretty good. You know, the weight felt pretty good. I did a hook grip 585, and that felt really good. And I don't practice hook grip probably nearly as much as I should. But once I pulled that 585 with a hook grip, I was feeling like it was a pretty good pull day. So yeah, just to get a little bit of work in, I hit some sets with the 675, back down, did some more sets with 585, and then worked a lot of grip stuff, focusing on using my shark grips, doing shark grip pull-ups, shark grip rows, you know, all that stuff, and then worked with the Rolling Thunder to kind of round out the grip work, and then focused on a lot of back work, just a lot of really, you know, focused, controlled rows and things like that. So, you know, just trying to get something positive out of what was going on. As a note about the dog, you know, I spoke with my wife a little bit, and you know, she was down at the hospital. They took blood samples to kind of figure out what her enzyme levels were, and whatever level that they were looking for, I don't know what particular enzyme, but whatever level they were looking for was like 4 times what it should have been. So obviously elevated, and we had to make a decision about, you know, whether to risk and invest, you know, a bunch of money in trying to save her life, or, you know, just you know, let the chips fall where they may. And we made the decision to try to save her life. So, you know, I don't know how much it might end up costing. I mean, it could be, you know, potentially as much as a couple $1,000s. And I never wanted to be in a position where I was shelling out that kind of money in order to save a pet. But looking at it, it's like it's an investment. It's an investment in my future. It's an investment in my children's future. You know, to have her around and, you know, be part of the family, and the joy and the, you know, all the stuff that could bring. You know, I feel like that's, you know, and she's already part of the family, so it's not like I can just make the decision to, you know, just pull the plug. It's not the kind of person I am. So anyway, so we're gonna hope that it all turns out okay. So sorry about forgetting the camera. Sorry about this really just being a chat. But I guess if anything, you know, there was a point in my life, being in the Army, I realized that, you know, there are so many things that are completely out of my control, and so I ended up getting this tattoo on my arm here, which is essentially kind of an approximation of the Serenity Prayer. And I did not realize at the time that it was the mantra of AA. So I've had people approach me at bars, you know, wondering when I fell off. But I got the tattoo as a reminder to myself that there are things that are out of my control, and there are things that are in my control, and to be able to try to recognize when things are out of my control. And unfortunately, everything going on at home with the, you know, with the pet and the family and all that stuff, there's nothing I can do about it. You know, all I can do is try to be supportive for my wife, and try to make, you know, cool, calm decisions, and, you know, whatever. But to allow myself to kind of get into a downward spiral of emotionalism and all that kind of stuff isn't going to help anybody, least of all me. So maybe that's something positive for you guys, is, you know, taking a look at a situation and trying to determine and recognize what facets of it you can control and what facets of it you cannot control. And if there's things that are beyond your control, is there really any sense in worrying about them? I say no. You can wrestle, you know, you can wrestle a 300-pound gorilla all you like, but there's no sense in wrestling a 300-pound gorilla that isn't even there, right? Like, problems that you can't do anything about, like, what are you gonna do? Anyhow, I don't know. Just food for thought. Maybe something like this, maybe some of these thoughts or something might resonate with some of you guys, or I don't know. But it's, you know, I guess if anything, you know, this is kind of a, you know, experience of my life. It's a lot of my training, and I try to help out people as much as I can, and give to as many people as I possibly can. And also part of this is just kind of a, you know, a bit of a diary of my own life. Maybe at some point in time I can flip back through and, you know, see events of, you know, events of my life gone by, and, you know, whatever on else. So All right, rant complete. You know, if you stuck through and you watched this one, I appreciate you guys. If you did stick through the whole thing, give me a thumbs up. You know, hopefully, I don't know, something about this resonates. If not, maybe the next one will. I don't know. But I do appreciate you guys continuing to support the channel and checking things out. Means a lot. Remember, guys, no matter what it is you think you can't do, or whatever's going on in your life that you can't control, get in the gym and train despite. You're either going to find an excuse or you're going to find a way, and I hope that you continue to find the way. You know, wish the family luck, I guess, somewhere in the back of your minds. I don't do a lot of praying. I'm not a very religious person. I'm not against it, but it's just not my bag. But if it's your thing, and you'd be so kind, maybe, you know, send a good thought for the family, and hope that the puppy is able to pull out of this. So I appreciate you guys. See you in the next one.